Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is a general Tarotscope for the week ahead for your sign. You may well hear the fan blowing in the window, trying to cool me down on this really hot day in England. It's felt really hot, so I'm not going without that fan, no offence. You may also realise that I'm in a bedroom rather than my tarot room. It's because my kitchen's being refurbed. And all my kitchen stuff is in my tarot room, as it's the only kind of lesser traffic driven room that we have. We do have guinea pigs in this bedroom, so you may hear the water bottle going as they drink in this heat, or you may hear them squeaking. But yeah, as always, the housekeeping is all down below with how to book a read, how to contact me, how to what decks I'm using, and how to find your birth chart and aspects of it. Let's see what we have for you for this week ahead for Sagittarius, please. Okay, we have the Emperor. It's about looking at the horizons. How do you want to expand your horizons, your physical realm? This is, I don't know if this is like literally venturing to new horizons and going traveling, if that's possible for you to do right now. It's also Aries, so it's very project driven, goal driven, going, I want to do that, I'm going to make that happen. So it is the card of Aries. It is the major arcana card for Aries. It's about networking. It's about bringing things together in order for everybody to expand and grow. And it is very much in the physical realm with the Emperor, in the sense of the more masculine, the driven, pushing a project to expand, forcing the horizons out. Okay, so you have the Emperor who pushes the horizons. He goes out and conquers new worlds or new environments, goes and establishes himself in those environments, new environments. So maybe it's a new field that you want to expand into. If it's to do with your business, it can be to expand your remit or services that you provide. Maybe it's time to go and do a course and study and bring a new aspect to the business that you can provide for people. It's also got these pine cones at the bottom. Maybe you're about to start looking at how you can make Christmas massive and expand your start saving away, like, because the Emperor also is to do with finances in a way, and it's about making sure that you can expand your legacy, your empire. Where are you going to invest your finances in? It's also the seeds. The pine cone is also the seed of the tree, and it's about putting down foundations and roots in different areas so that you know you have wood for winter, right? So you grow the tree so that you have the wood as a resource. So it's about managing resources and looking at how you can use those, how you can invest your resources or materials in order to expand a business or a home environment. Like, do you need to invest in your home environment? It's not necessarily that. Maybe it's the garden or whatever. Some aspect of your life, your world, your empire requires maintenance, or looking at ways to bring innovation into it. But yeah, it's very much about expansion of a physical material, the world that we are in. Maybe it's new horizons to do with the taste palette, to go and try a new type of cuisine, or but it's about more going out and experiencing, or more about getting going out to find the resources to bring in order to get things going. It's the it's quite funny, I turned it over and it's the King of Pentacles as a second card with that, which is again about looking at projects and business and finances in the home in order to see how you can expand it. Maybe it's about looking at whether you can put an extension on the home, or whether you can expand your property portfolio. Maybe you have a home already and you're like, do you know what we could do with a rental property to have on top of that? It's being in the privileged position that you have the finances or the ability to go and do something to expand your kingdom. Maybe expand your kingdom into an empire, if that makes sense. But it's very much that driven, outward, proactive, go-getting kind of attitude to secure what you require for you and yours and those who rely on you, maybe resource wise. Maybe it's as simple as looking to have a child, or have another child, or to have a pet, to bring a pet in to expand your family. Maybe it's about investing in like not a camper van, but some sort of leisure vehicle so you can go and follow other pursuits. Maybe you want like an off-road vehicle so you can go up onto the moors or the mountains and go and explore the world that way. So it's about looking at what resources you require and bringing them in, or going to find them and bringing them in so that you can have an expanded and broadened experience within your life and world and family environment. Yes, very much. And also looking at ways, because Pentacles is also to do with our health and ourselves, so it's about maybe looking at how we can expand our knowledge of our physical selves. Looking into how to do expanding your knowledge of what a nutritional diet involves, or expanding into a new way of exercising. Say, I don't know, you want to build up muscle and grow up and build your stamina up. Maybe you go into CrossFit, or bodybuilding, weight work, or you want to expand that your practice of your mental and physical come together, so you try yoga. Maybe you want to expand your, well, it's not necessarily spiritual, because otherwise we'd be going into the realms of the High Priestess, but maybe, yeah, it is to do with your centered self and expanding yourself in other horizons of the spiritual. So it's about looking at your environment, looking at your world, and going, we're pretty good right now. We're in this place where we have options and choices, and going, how can I expand my life experience? Am I now in a position where I can financially afford to travel, possibly? Do I have the resources? Have I saved up the resources enough that I can, say you do have that leisure vehicle, travel across Europe in a van, or to go and experience the Indian culture, the Southern Asian culture, to go over to like Japan and experience their culture, to go and literally find new horizons, to go to the Polynesian islands and see what you can savor there, to go to Hawaii and surf, or just see what part of the world you want to go and visit. Do you want to go to Canada and in the mountains and ski at Banff? What do you want to do? So it's about looking at what you want, looking at your options. You are probably in a position where you can afford to finance it, because you have the King of Pentacles with the Emperor. You have an opportunity to expand your life experience in some way, whether that's through work, the home environment, traveling, spirituality, physicality, health. With regards to your health, is there an area where you can expand the tools that you have to be okay? Especially with, this is a lot of masculine energy, so it's about making sure that masculine energy, the drive and the stoicness, is in a healthy place, because the Emperor is actually the healthy masculinity energy rather than the toxic. So is it about looking at your masculinity in whatever way, and looking at expanding what and looking and understanding and exploring what masculinity means to you? Is it, oh, I'm alright, I'm okay, I'm strong, I'm bold? Or is it, I'm strong enough to say that I'm not okay and to ask for help? I'm strong enough to go, I can't help you in this, I don't understand this, I will go and educate myself and come back to you the best way I know how to help you. Or if I can't do it, because these are leaders, these are top managers, if I can't help you directly, I will at least be able to find a resource that can help you in a way, rather than going, I can do this, oh well, you didn't tell me what the problem was, and being all defensive. It's about recognizing, and sometimes it's about appreciating, because that's what the Emperor is. It's the masculinity, right? It's the counterpart to the feminine. But you have to appreciate the counterpart and what aspects they can bring in order to have a balanced life. So maybe it's about recognizing masculinity in a way that appreciates the femininity as the counterpart. I really like this. I really like this exploration of masculinity, or an expansion, but doing it in a healthy way rather than colonizing and taking over something. It's about expanding in a healthy way that collaborates with all the elements that need looking into. What requires support, and how do I bring this in, or at least find a resource that can help bring balance into this environment? Because sometimes it's recognizing that the masculine traits of drive and pushing and resourcefulness isn't always the most effective way of dealing with an issue. And it's about looking at how you can use the masculine traits in order to have a productive outcome, rather than allowing toxic behaviors to come into play and do more damage. And it doesn't allow expansion when that happens. So it's about seeing the bigger picture and looking and using your intellect. You've got the King of Swords with this as well, so it's very much intellect and looking, seeing the bigger picture and what's required in order to expand your empire, your resources and your logic to bring everything together, knowing and wisdom that you've accumulated to expand your home, to know that you research enough to use a tradesperson. You've looked at enough options and you've seen which one's the best fit for whatever you're doing. So it's about appreciating intellect and resources and wisdom and knowledge in order to expand, bringing it all together in the best and most cohesive and most productive way. I hope that is of some use to you, Sagittarius. Hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye for now.